Hey guys, it's Hanna from Dazzling Books. Today I'm bringing you a review of Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. This book has a lot of mixed reviews on Goodreads. There are some people who hate it and gave it a 1-star review, but there are also people who love it so much they gave it 5 stars review. And so I wanted to find out and I read it. It was such a quick read and I enjoyed it. So here are my thoughts, feels, views, opinions about this book. If you have not read this book yet and you want to, but you're hesitating because you don't know what it's about, it is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but it's a young adult, so there are some aspects that are young adult. Well, let me give you a synopsis. We follow this girl Nick. In her land, Arcadia, people for 900 years live in fear because demons rule their land. Demons do bad stuff to them. People go crazy when they look at the demons and they are afraid of the dark, of the shadows. All the demons that rule their land has a master, and he is called the Gentle Lord. He lives in the palace up the hill, and it's a crazy, crazy palace. And back to the girl's destiny is to marry this Gentle Lord for her mother's vengeance, and also to save her land, to make it all free from demons. Well, she marries him, she goes to this mad palace, and in that palace she is supposed to find 4 hearts of elements: heart of fire, heart of water, heart of air, heart of earth, so that she could use magic symbols that she's been taught all of her life to destroy the demon's lord and bring back the freedom of Arcadia. But in the process of trying to find those 4 elements in this mad palace, she finds out bits and pieces of truth. Truth about her land, truth about her family, truth about her enemy. And truth changes people. That is my synopsis of this book. Let's go to my views about this book. Let's go to the plot of this book. I find that this book has an okay plot, even though the twists are very predictable. I think I had the biggest one coming like 70 pages or 80 pages before it actually happened. So there's that for the plot. It was pretty okay except for the twist. There are some peculiar aspects in the setting of this world. There are the beliefs, the demons, the magic powers. I feel that they're intriguing, but at the same time I find that some people think that they're ridiculous and they don't make sense. But for me, I think they're good. I think they are unique and I approach them with open mind. They have some values that you can learn actually. Let's go to the characters. There are not many characters influencing this book, but here are some characters that do. The first one is Nyx. Nyx is our girl. She is introduced at the beginning of this book full of anger, but when you take a look at her surroundings, at her family and the future that all her family is trying to set her up, it kind of makes sense why she is angry all the time. She's got temper. And I like how her temper and her anger has a new use in the Mad Palace, and somehow the Mad Palace actually shows us her kinder self, though she never actually loses the temper. The next character is the Demon Lord. He is called the Gentle Lord. I don't really like the name Gentle Lord. Gentle Lord. Why? But I, however, loves his uniqueness. He's a Demon Lord and he has so many layers of personalities, and there are just some hidden parts of him. There are a lot of hidden parts of him. And I like it. I like it. I like his relationship with Nyx because it is feisty and mysterious, and it is hateful, but it is also funny and warm. I don't know. I like it. What I like about these characters is that they have this uniqueness. I mean, they're not purely wicked, they're not purely kind, they're not purely right, they're not purely wrong. They are complex for me, and I think that those are the aspects that make them realistic and make them stronger. Let's just talk about the writing. I find it very beautiful. It is a retelling of a fairy tale, and it still has the qualities in the writing that make me feel like I'm reading a fairy tale, and it's beautiful. But I have some issues because the author uses the same sentence over and over and over again to describe her feelings about certain things. I feel like they could have been different. Let's talk about the values now. The values of this book are wonderful for me. Usually folklore and fairy tales have this crazy world and crazy characters with all the crazy plots and peculiar aspects, but they have some really great values, and I saw it in this book. I saw that truth changes people. I saw that there are two sides of people, and not all people are good, not all people are bad, and that we always have a choice. We just have to realize that. Overall, despite the mixed reviews, I think that Cruel Beauty is a good book. I cannot really give it higher than 5 stars because the ending was a bit of a disappointment. I'm sorry. And the plot twist, I had it coming like way early, and it's not a very good value of a book that I'm going to give a 5-star review of. I cannot give it a lower rating than 4 because I enjoyed this book. I think it was beautiful and the characters are great. I appreciate the value. It was not a waste of my time. And also, it pulled me out of my reading slump. It's one of the books that just jumped at me and gripped me from the first chapter. So I give it a 4-star review. I would recommend this book to all of you who are open-minded. And maybe if you like fairy tales retelling, if you like Alice in Wonderland, even if you like folklore, I would recommend this book to you. Well, that is my review of Cruel Beauty. I hope you want to read it too, and tell me in the comments what do you think about this book. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Well, I'll see you in the next video. Ta-da!